All right, so let's see if we can solve this equation. It's just a straightforward linear equation. We have on the left-hand side two terms. The first term is negative 4 times b, and the second term, we're going to take 6 and use the distributive property and multiply both terms inside the parentheses here by 6. So 6 times 1 is 6, and then multiplication distributes over the subtraction, and 6 times 7b is 42b. On the right hand side we have two terms. The first term is 6, the second term is 6b. So on the left hand side we can combine these terms. They are like terms. Negative 4b minus 42b gives us a negative 46b. And then plus 6 is equal to 6 minus 6b. If we subtract 6 from each side, if we subtract 6 from the left-hand side, to balance the equation, we need to subtract 6 from the right-hand side. So the 6 minus 6 cancels here, but it also cancels on the right-hand side. So on the left, we just have this negative 46b. And on the right, we have this negative 6b. Now here's where some students will try to divide both sides of the equation, but what would you divide? Would you pick the number that's in front of b on the left or the number that's in front of b on the right? So that's not the way to go. If we add 6b to each side, we want to collect the variable b on one side of the equation and everything else on the other side. So let's add 6b to each side. Whenever you add to one side, you add the same amount to the other to balance the equation. The negative 6b and positive 6b cancel each other out. On the left-hand side, we've got negative 46 times this number b is equal to 0. Well, it should be pretty obvious now what b has to be, but let's divide both sides by the number that's in front of b. And negative 46 divided by a negative 46 is just 1. So on the left-hand side, we have 1b is equal to, and 0 divided by negative 46 is just 0. So there's our solution. And if you look back at the original equation, you can probably just see that if you substitute in b for 0, this term is 0, this term is 0, this is 0, and 6 times 1 is 6, and on the right-hand side you have 6. So it checks. It's hopefully pretty obvious. I'll do each problem on a separate video. Hope that helps, and I'll talk to you later.